As the search for the shooter continues, let's bring in criminal profiler and former FBI Special Agent Bryanna Fox. Thank you so much for joining us. Police continue to release new images of this person of interest. How crucial are those different angles and more enhanced images to solving this case?
Critical. Oftentimes, it's the tips from the public that end up solving these cases. Now, certainly, we're hoping that there's going to be some forensic breakthrough, something related to shell casings left at the scene or even touch DNA. But in the interim, having the public get as many eyes on these videos as possible, especially with that peculiar gait, that's something that oftentimes will solve a case like this.
What about the shooter's movements would law enforcement be focusing on right now?
Well, there's a few things that I think are really important. The first is the amount of time that he was there, essentially casing this situation before he decided to act. That's actually quite unusual. A lot of times these crimes are very premeditated, almost choreographed. The offender knows what they're going to do before they do it. It seems like there was actually some decision making going on here, which speaks a lot about how this crime may have been motivated or even planned out. Second, there's the actual gait, that walk that he has, which is a little bit unusual. I've seen several cases where the walk alone was enough to identify a suspect.
Law enforcement is heavily relying on the public's help. What should people take into consideration now that we are on the fourth day of this manhunt?
Well, obviously, we're getting anxious. We want to know that this is going to get solved and quickly. There's a lot of concerns about could something else happen if this person's on the loose. I think that it's important to know two things. First is law enforcement is doing everything possible to make sure that everybody is safe. They have cell phone towers up to make sure that every cell phone in that area is getting tracked. They obviously are doing canvases, looking for ring camera footage, getting information from witnesses. So they're trying to make sure that they are both investigating this case, getting as much information out to the public, and also protecting the public.
We see images of FBI agents canvassing the area covered in snow, which came down after the shooting. Could that have compromised evidence, or might that help?
Well, unfortunately, things like snow and rain, even sun down here in Florida, could be damaging to the case or to the evidence in a case. That being said, one of the first things that the FBI and the local law enforcement will do as soon as they arrive on scene is make sure they document and collect every single thing they possibly see, especially if bad weather is on the horizon.
Bryanna Fox, we thank you so much for your expertise and insight. Appreciate it.